Ethan and Evan Carter were twins. But they weren't just any twins. They were the prankster twins of Willow Creek Middle School. One day, they were busy planning their next big prank. Suddenly, a blue light flashed outside their bedroom window. It was so bright, it turned their faces blue. The next thing they knew, they were in a round room. It looked like the inside of a spaceship. Whoa, where are we? Evan was too busy staring at the strange creatures in front of them. They were tall and green with big black eyes. Their arms looked like those of a praying mantis. One of the creatures extended a long, thin hand.
Greetings, we are the Zetas from the planet Proxima.
The Zetas explained they had taken Ethan and Evan. They needed their help. Help with what? The Zeta blinked slowly.
To save our planet.
The spaceship landed on Proxima with a soft thud. The twins stepped out cautiously. Proxima was beautiful. Lush green meadows stretched as far as the eye could see. Waterfalls cascaded down towering crystal mountains. The air smelled sweet, like fresh flowers. The Zetas lived in a domed city. It sparkled like a diamond under Proxima's two suns. The Zetas were a peaceful species. They valued knowledge and harmony above everything else. They were fascinated by the twins, especially their twin bond.
You share a special connection. Your cells could hold the key to improving our own reproduction.
Ethan and Evan felt like celebrities. The Zeta children were friendly and playful. They showed them around the city. They even gave them a ride on their flying pets, which looked like giant, fluffy butterflies. For a moment, the twins forgot all about Earth. Zia explained the Zeta's problem. Their birth rate was declining. They were worried about their future.
Your twin fertility cells are unique. If we can study them, we might be able to find a solution.
Ethan and Evan didn't love the idea of being poked and prodded, but the Zetas were desperate, and they promised to take the twins home after, so they agreed to help. They spent the next few days in Zia's lab. They played games while the Zetas took samples and ran tests. It wasn't so bad. They even got to try Zeta snacks, which tasted like candy. One day, the alarms blared throughout the city. The ground shook violently. The Zetas panicked.
What's happening?
Ethan shouted over the noise. A Zeta guard ran past, his face etched with fear.
Draconians, they've invaded!
The Draconians were reptilian creatures from a neighboring galaxy. They were aggressive and power-hungry. They wanted to conquer Proxima and enslave the Zetas. The Zetas, being peaceful, were completely unprepared for war. Their weapons were outdated. Their soldiers were few and inexperienced. They needed help and fast. Ethan and Evan knew they couldn't just stand by. They had to help the Zetas. They had seen human movies about war. Maybe they could use that knowledge to train the Zetas. We can help you fight, Ethan told Zia. Zia was surprised.
But you are children. You know nothing of war.
Ethan and Evan shared their knowledge of military tactics, weaponry, and hand-to-hand combat. They taught the Zetas how to use their environment to their advantage. They showed them how to work as a team, just like twins. The Zetas were quick learners. They were also determined to protect their home. Within days, they were a formidable force. The battle for Proxima was fierce. The Draconians were bigger and stronger, but the Zetas were smarter and more agile. They used their new skills to outmaneuver their enemies. Ethan and Evan, though scared, played their part. They used their prankster skills to create diversions. They even managed to reprogram a Draconian robot to fight for the Zetas. We did it, Evan, we really did it! In the end, the Zetas were victorious. They had successfully defended their planet. They were grateful to Ethan and Evan. As a thank you, they gave them a Medal of Honor. Then, they returned them to Earth. Ethan and Evan landed back in their bedroom. It was as if no time had passed at all. They had saved an entire planet, but more importantly, they had made new friends. From that day on, Ethan and Evan were no longer just pranksters. They were heroes. They had learned that even the smallest of creatures can make a big difference. And they knew that even though Proxima was light years away, they would always be connected to the Zetas.